The collection of 8 planets and their moons in orbit round the Sun, together with smaller bodies in the form of asteroids, meteoroids, and comets. The planets of the Solar System are, in order of distance from the Sun: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune and Pluto. Mercury is the smallest planet in the Solar System and the closest to the Sun. Its orbit around the Sun takes 87.97 Earth days, the shortest of all the Sun's planets. Venus is the second planet from the Sun. It is named after the Roman goddess of love and beauty. As the brightest natural object in Earth's night sky after the Moon, Venus can cast shadows and can be, on rare occasions, visible to the naked eye in the Sun, and the only astronomical object known to harbor and support life. About 29.2% of Earth's surface is land, consisting of continents and islands. The remaining 70.8% is covered with water, mostly by oceans, seas, gulfs, and other saltwater bodies, but also by lakes, rivers, and other freshwater, which together constitute the hydrosphere. Its atmosphere consists mostly of nitrogen and oxygen. More solar energy is received by tropical regions than polar regions and is redistributed by atmospheric and ocean circulation. Greenhouse gases also play an important role in regulating the surface temperature. A region's climate is not only determined by latitude, but also by elevation and proximity to moderating oceans. Among other factors, severe weather, such as tropical cyclones, thunderstorms, and heatwaves, occurs in most areas and greatly impacts life. Astronomers initially calculated its mass based on its presumed effect on Neptune and Uranus. In 1931, Pluto was calculated to be roughly the mass of Earth, with further calculations in 1948 bringing the mass down to roughly that of Mars. In 1976, Dale Cruikshank, Carl Pilcher and David Morrison of the University of Hawaii calculated Pluto's albedo for the first time, finding that it matched that for methane ice. This meant Pluto had to be exceptionally luminous for its size and therefore could not be more than 1% the mass of Earth. Pluto's albedo is 1.4 to 1.9 times that of Earth. Despite Pluto's orbit appearing to cross that of Neptune when viewed from directly above, the two objects' orbits are aligned so that they can never collide or even approach closely. The two orbits do not intersect. When Pluto is closest to the Sun, and hence closest to Neptune's orbit as viewed from above, it is also the farthest above Neptune's path. Pluto's orbit passes about 8 astronomical units above that of Neptune, preventing a collision. Rockets are recorded in use by the Song Navy in a military exercise dated to 1245. Internal combustion rocket propulsion is mentioned in a reference to 1264, recording that the ground rat, a type of firework, had frightened the Empress Mother Gongsheng at a feast held in her honor by her son the Emperor Liezong. Subsequently, rockets are included in the military treatise Huolongjing, also known as the Fire Drake Manual, written by the Chinese artillery officer Zhao Yu in the mid-14th century. Rockets were the first successful iron-cased rockets, developed in the late 18th century in the Kingdom of Mysore, part of present-day India, under the rule of Hyder Ali. Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun and the second smallest planet in the Solar System, being larger than only Mercury. In English, Mars carries the name of the Roman god of war and is often referred to as the Red Planet. The days and seasons are comparable to those of Earth, because the rotational period as well as the tilt of the rotational axis relative to the ecliptic plane are similar. Mars is the site of Olympus Mons, the largest volcano and highest known mountain on any planet in the Solar System, and of Valles Marineris, one of the largest canyons in the Solar System. The smooth Borealis Basin in the Northern Hemisphere covers 40% of the planet and may be a giant impact feature. Mars has two moons, Phobos and Deimos, which are small and irregularly shaped. These may be captured asteroids, similar to 5261 Eureka, a Mars Trojan. Jupiter is the fifth planet from the Sun and the largest in the Solar System. It is a gas giant with a mass 2.5 times that of all the other planets in the Solar System combined. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun and the second largest in the Solar System, after Jupiter. It is a gas giant with an average radius of about 9.5 times that of Earth. It only has 1/8 the average density of Earth. However, with its larger volume, Saturn is over 95 times more massive. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun. Its name is a reference to the Greek god of the sky, Uranus, who, according to Greek mythology, was the great-grandfather of Ares, grandfather of Zeus and father of Cronus. It has the third largest planetary radius and fourth largest planetary mass in the Solar System. Neptune is the eighth and farthest known solar planet from the Sun. In the Solar System, it is the fourth largest planet by diameter, the third most massive planet, and the densest giant planet. It is 17 times the mass of Earth, slightly more massive than its near twin Uranus, more than 30 times as far from the Sun as Earth. Neptune is the only planet in our solar system not visible to the naked eye and the first predicted by mathematics before its discovery. In 2011, Neptune completed its first 165-year orbit since its discovery in 1846. Pluto is a dwarf planet in the Kuiper belt, a ring of bodies beyond the orbit of Neptune. It was the first and the largest Kuiper belt object to be discovered. After Pluto was discovered in 1930, it was declared to be the ninth planet from the Sun. A shadowy zone beyond the orbit of Neptune thought to be populated by hundreds of thousands of rocky, icy bodies each larger than 62 miles, 100 kilometers, across. Along with Thanks for watching our video. Do like, share and subscribe to our channel.